Hello, my name is Sue, and this is my very first video I am ever gonna post on YouTube. I'm very excited to be joining the YouTube community, and I hope you guys will come along with me in this journey I'm about to embark on. That sounded a lot deeper than it is. It's really not. I am just here to have fun and, make art. Probably my biggest inspirations for this channel would be Drawing with Waffles and Love to Draw Manga. I've been watching them for years now, and they have really helped me figure out what I want to do as an artist and how I want to make my channel look like. Of course, in the end, it will never be quite the same, but I definitely want to have something that is kind of based off of them just because it's fun to me. I find that their videos are very entertaining and I like to have them on when I draw, so it was definitely a inspiration for my channel. So you can see me drawing the icon I will be using for my YouTube profile. I tried to put a hand in there with a pencil since I am an artist, but I ended up just sticking it behind the ear because the hand was not working. I've never figured out how to draw hands like that, and I definitely need to figure out how to do that since that's something I should probably know as an artist, but I'm not there yet. So for my icon, I will be drawing myself in my typical style. I do draw a lot in like a Rise inspired style because I really like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you would definitely be seeing a lot of them on this channel just because it's something that I draw probably the most ever. And so for that, I considered, doing like a thing with the turtles on it because I have turtle OCs and we've got Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. They're like amazing. I cannot say I'm a big fan of the 2012 or 2007 Ninja Turtles or anything like that, but I love Rise and I find it quite fun. Oh, right, back on topic. I considered putting them in my icon, but it's so small and there's and you won't really be seeing it, and I figured it would be best to put something in there that reflected my art style. And even though Rise is something I draw a lot, I wanted to put myself and take inspiration from Drawing with Waffles and Love to Draw Manga, where they have themselves on their icon. So this is not the first video I filmed. I actually filmed the one where I draw my Rise of the TMNT OC May. First, I will be posting that next, because I wanted to get warmed up and I wanted something that introduced you to be more since this is going to be your first, showing of me, or introduction of me, I wanted it to, show how this channel will typically be going when, I get going. I do have to say part of it was also because I was procrastinating and putting off drawing this icon, but I actually did really enjoy getting this done, and I'm glad I finally did it. Something else I will be doing is posting my Rise of the TMNT comic that I am working on. It's going to feature the guys, and when I say I have turtle OCs, I do not mean I'm replacing the guys or doing anything like that. I actually created, with my sister, her name is, she's going by Star, 4 girl turtle OCs, who are made to be shipped with the turtles. I really love romances and I love Rise, so I decided to combine 2 with my sister's help, and we are making 2 different stories. Star is making a fanfic, and I am making, a comic, and I will be posting that on here when I am done with it, or at least, into it to some extent, so I won't be trying to hurry up and get things done while giving it to you guys. Something I do have to say is I will be posting videos where I draw traditionally. However, I do not have a very good camera and I'd just be recording it from my tablet, so for the meantime, for a little while, the quality of the video may not be that great. I will invest in a camera eventually to hopefully boost that quality, the quality of it, and maybe some lights too, but it will take a little time for that, and I'm sorry that the footage won't be that great when I am posting those videos. So when drawing this piece, I put myself in my favorite sweater. I actually can't wear it right now because it's so hot outside, but I really love the sweater, and I just, when you find something that you feel like yourself in, you just, find that you have to wear it a lot more than your other outfits. It's just something that, you really like. Something I do wish I did with this piece was make the pencil look a little more round. I don't think I'll change it just because it shows that I am still young and I'm, kind of have lazy tendencies. But yeah, it does kind of look flat. My dad actually does have this pencil that's flat on the sides because he uses it when he's constructing things and you don't want it to roll away. But yeah, overall, a pencil would not be like that. And so I don't think it's accurate, but I'm not going to change it. So even though this piece was going to be quite small, I wanted to add some shading and lighting because I really enjoy adding that. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so I started adding it in a yellow, but I ended up changing it to pink because I didn't like the way that was looking. And on top of that, pink is my favorite color. So I figured that would implement that in more ways than just the tongue. So I decided the light source would be coming from the right. I do this typically. It's my, just my go-to for lighting. And I used a purple on a layer set to multiply for the shading. And then when I was done, I lowered the opacity to make it look a little less prominent. I like using a purple for illustrations. I want to look more bright and happy. And I find blues work really well for pictures you want to look, dark and mysterious. Overall, I keep the shading and lighting kind of simple because my style isn't super complicated and I didn't want it to look out of place with it. And I did end up going back and adding some blush since I really wanted to do that, and I typically do it with my traditional pieces, and I didn't want to forget about it in my digital piece. After that, I felt like the piece needed something in the background, so I took the circle ruler and I drew a circle around it to serve as like an outline for where the icon would be. And then I took a background that I had made, and you are actually seeing it on this video right now, and stuck it behind. And I also extended the torso down further because it wasn't quite where I needed it to be. When I drew the circle in, I realized the picture was not centered, but I didn't change it just because I figured the black line won't end up in the icon anyway, and no one's going to see it. I did have to make some minor adjustments just because the lighting no longer extended to the bottom of the piece, and I felt like the stripe on the shirt was off. It also needed the other one since it's a striped shirt and not just a shirt with one stripe on it. I keep saying shirt, but it's a sweater. You can't really tell it's a sweater in here, but it is. So because I'm doing this at such a young age, comments will be turned off for a while. I don't know when I'll be allowed to turn them on. My parents are quite protective, and I'm lucky I'm even being able to do this channel. So I will not be able to do any Q&As or stuff like that, and definitely not a face reveal for quite a while. I may end up doing it in the future, but you'll have to wait a little while if that's what you want to see. A lot of my videos will also be heavily inspired by Love to Draw Manga and Drawing with Waffles, since they are my inspiration for, making this channel, mostly like the way I'm doing it. And I really like the videos they do, so if you like Drawing with Waffles or Love to Draw Manga, then you will probably like some of the things I do on here. Another YouTuber I watch is Mariah Elizabeth, but I can't take as much inspiration from her as I would like because a lot of her videos involve like seeing her and doing things like that, and because of that I won't be able to do it since you cannot see me. So I finished up adding some shading. I fixed the mouth and the colors because I had not colored in the white parts of the picture and it needed to be fixed. And after that, I saved it as a PNG, and here is the finished illustration. I had a lot of fun making this, and I really enjoyed making this video in general. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, and I hope you will join me in my next video soon. Bye!